That works too.
It's a decent matchup against Spectre. Good hero in the patch.
Have to feel it's gonna get banned though, right?
You think this is gonna be the Faceless Void ban?
Because what would you like the best options, right? The Void is like the top one, right? Second options would probably be your trolls or something.
Like how crazy
lines,
is it if they just go like Void Viper? Like 2 in a row.
I actually want them to go for the Viper. That's actually a good call. I think the 5-man might actually just have to ban it.
It's not ideal against Rubik,
Sure.
but Anti-Mage also a good candidate for countering the Spectre. But I just think from the Spectre games I've seen, she just struggles if she's not the be-all end-all carry. If she feels like she has to set the pace of the game, she has to be on a timer, sense of urgency. You want to just sit back and say, the second hot's up, I kill you. And when it's not, we just have to not lose the game. So if you really put the onus on Spectre to make stuff happen, that's not where she wants to be. And that's why Viper particularly, it's kind of like Slardar, right? You said people were talking about earlier on in the tournament that Slardar just makes you win the carry matchup. Against Spectre specifically, you win the carry matchup because you have a Viper. They go for the Witch Doctor.
Okay. Just
who has better eye makeup
kind of
him?
The Doctor. The Doctor's the king.
I see how it is.
I love the Doctor. I love it. I love that hero with Spectre too. I just think it's so nice. The lane is so easy. You're just like, all right, I click my heal. Spectre farms and has high regen. They go aggressive. You can get turn. Yeah, you can turn with Cask because these two heroes are very good when teams get over aggressive. Good versus the Oracle too because you're that straight physical damage. When you do get your ult online early on, you can definitely set up for some easy kills. Even if people get false promised, you can't block the damage from the Death Ward.
I'm a bit concerned about the Witch Doctor because of what I said FlyToMoon might do to the Spectre. And Witch Doctor does not protect the Spectre at all. There's no save mechanic. I really think Void can almost just be locked in right now.
Yeah, that's a good call, actually.
You've picked your 2 supports. What off lane solves the problem? What is in the pool? We have... You don't want to go like the Venomancers, all these heroes that are normally decent against Faceless Void are kind of countered by Oracle.
Will we see the Faceless Void? It seems like...
I mean, it looks really good with their draft. It looks like it fits. Like you said, no saves. Nothing he has to worry about.
Oh,
but
they
just force. I guess they just like picking Iceberg's hero third.
Yeah, something's gone on in the draft room talking about giving the other 2 cores later picks in the draft.
Yeah.
I think Void is just... With
Void, they still can probably get it though, right? They're probably thinking like they still get
it.
Yeah, they still can get it. So it's like they probably just rated this a little bit higher to have with the Void.
Yeah, maybe Iceberg like doesn't play Viper, but I feel like if you third pick Void and you're planning on picking Void at all, then you then see this 4th pick and say, okay, we had Invoker and Viper as options. Which one looks better now? Because Invoker's game can be drastically better or worse based on 1 pick. And now they've given 5 men that information. So if they were to pick Void 4th on FlyToMoon, I would still flame the order of picks, even if I like the combo itself.
For sure.
Definitely a reasonable thing. Now, you talk about making Invoker's game a little bit harder. What in particular are you going to look for 5 men to do to accomplish that task?
Just put Chesty on some hero that crushes him. That can be
Is that a good matchup in the mid lane?
Good.
Right now, they don't have too much wave clear on the side of FlyToMoon. So they elect to go for the Batrider, which is super good against Nature's Prophet in game. And then it's not going to be landing against it. And it's just fine against Spectre, Witch Doctor. I think as an off laner, even a mid laner, Batrider's not known for his lane dominance anymore. His sticky napalm just got nerfed so significantly. The math on it's pretty simple. It used to slow you by 70%, now it slows you by 40%. You used to have 30% turn rate, now you have 60%. They literally doubled the turn rate that you get from sticky napalm. You just don't win your lane anymore. So you need it to be a hero that can run around in the middle of the game in Firefly and be invincible, which so far he is.
Yep.
And you also want his lasso to be a reliable initiation, which so far it is. They go for the Broodmother for the lane cheese, and then the Omni Knight to remove the lasso. And maybe that's even more so setting up the Void pick. Omni Knight's been picked up against Void a bit. I would just be so shocked if they don't pick or ban Void here. Is there just no respect for this hero? I'm confused. I haven't seen it lose. Like, it's not like the nerf has noticeably affected success in Dota right now.
Nope. Looks really good when there's playing versus literally 0 saves and very limited disables. It's just a lift he has to worry about, right? So it definitely does look good. I have to imagine they go for the ban on it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has been something that you guys have been crying out for what?
Please.
There
So
it
many picks
is.
out. Yeah, finally it does get banned. This has put FlyToMoon in an awkward position here. Is there anything else that they could lock in?
Sven is the other one.
Sven's the big
I don't
one.
think it's as good, but it's a good hero. And, what the hell?
Hell yes.
What
I've been wanting to
the
see this
hell?
hero.
Against...
They don't have ways to kill the CK illusions like at all with their draft right now.
I mean...
Right? I mean, these heroes do not kill Phantasm. They don't have AoE damage pretty much at all in their
Probably
draft
going to be
here.
Legion, right? Is their last pick?
Save for the bat, good
Save
versus
for the bat,
clear.
decent versus... They're decent for clearing.
Yep.
It's not the best because they have Oracle.
Not crazy about it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
They
just
lack. I
throwing
feel like they
something
lack
out.
damage overall in their draft if they do pick a CK. Like in the mid game, late game they'll be able to, they'll have the
Legion,
damage insurance.
CK,
But,
yeah.
but I mean, it's the last thing that was left. Good call.
Yeah, it's one of those picks that I'm not super excited about. Similar to last game, the Jug, but it was something that solidified their lineup. Kind of checked all the boxes that were not checked yet.
But duel into false promise too.
That's what I was saying, dude.
You
Legion,
literally
that's
just
what I was
can
saying,
never win
Legion
a
and
duel.
Oracle. You're not a duel. You're more of a save and a strong laner
Yeah.
against the CK. Yeah, I don't even want to believe in the CK hero. I firmly believe he's trash, even though people have been picking him a bit in pubs.
60-second cooldown on ult. 66 seconds, and you can get the Ags for your team. Even though the Ags looks pretty
He's not
awful.
buying
This-
Ags here.
It's
Yeah.
pretty terrible this game for his team. But
Yeah, this is the
Odds.
closest draft for me.
Yeah, the odds are heavily in favor of FlyToMoon with this CK. Fog seems excited about it. BSJ doesn't believe, not even a single iota. But how do you feel about the LC? Because I feel like this is a hero that I remember on another draft panel was picked in a similar situation where it didn't seem like the duel was really going to bear any fruit. And you were just like, I don't like when you have to pick this hero and you can't fully utilize its toolkit. Do you feel the same way?
I just think that if once they get Blink on Legion, that all the FlyToMoon cores, they don't really rapid clear waves and they don't play independently. So I'm concerned of their ability to play the map on FlyToMoon. Once the Legion gets the
He
Blink.
looks like a Joaquin Phoenix in that one movie. It's intense. It's definitely intense. And you know what else is going to be intense? This third game, we're going to jump right into the action.
That's right, FlyToMoon bringing back their Chaos Knight that they managed to close out the last series with. It's been picked up 12 times here at Omega League and actually has a 75% win rate, Lacoste. Surprising, given the hero that most people think is just kind of garbage.
That's pretty high win rate for a CK. I don't value that hero highly. We played as a stack against the EG Fly and his stack, and he played offlane CK. We lost. There was a lot of lag in that game. He built Aghanim Scepter, a lot of confusion, a lot of illusions. Even though in this game it's a carry CK, so you don't want to build Aghanim Scepter on this hero because your team just does not benefit from it just by looking at the heroes. On the other side, last pick Legion Commander, I think Panel discussed it well. This hero into the Oracle, into False Promise, doesn't seem too good, but the laning stage should be fine against the CK, and having a Dispel against the Batrider, I think this is what they were looking for. So Instant Spoke from FlyToMoon. Last time, they showed 5 heroes, 5 careers on the mid lane. Let's see what they're planning to do in this one.
Yeah, perhaps the cockiness may have gotten to them. Decided to taunt 5-man a little bit in that game 2. Ended up losing, and here we are in game 3. One of these teams is going to be heading to the grand finals. The other team will be knocked down to the lower bracket. 5-man smoke, a nice aggressive ward. They're looking to be able to catch somebody as they rotate back in to catch the bounty rune.
Misery. He knows something is up, but still feel like he's gonna climb uphill and go for that bounty.
What if he does the thing where they leave the bounty for your mid laner to pick it up,
With the bottle?
It's not
It's
it's nature's
possibility.
profit. It's not a bottle
he's not
hero.
buying the bottle.
Never mind. That would be funny though if that situation occurred though. Since that's not the case, I can't imagine Misery's not going to go for that bounty rune. And sure enough, they're going to take that first blood. See who they give it to. The Sunstrike's going to come in. It's not quite enough damage. The Fairy Fire going off, but finally V2 does collect the kill.
With the XD in chat. I feel like that Sunstrike missed because of the toss. Is that possible?
No, it shouldn't be possible. I've seen like...
If we have technology to see it one more time, I would love to see it. Because I just didn't feel like the damage was there.
Yeah, it was surprising how little damage they pumped out, but Batrider has to make his long run down to the bottom lane. He wants to keep his TP intact. The Tiny will collect the experience while he's gone and presumably try and get a fast level 2. So this play actually comes with another upside that is kind of interesting.
So they're still gonna lane mid Invoker against the Nature's Prophet. Like Nature's Prophet just dominates this lineup. You have 2 to 4 extra units, and it's very easy for you to actually last hit. CS right now 2 on Invoker, 4-4 on Nature's Prophet.
It's definitely going to be a game where Chessie could take control of this game really early with winning a mid lane matchup and then getting that early level 6 Wrath of Nature, almost guaranteeing. It feels like a guarantee at this point in time, just because it does so much damage that you're going to get an opportunity to kill somebody in the side lanes, if not 2 or 3 people.
Wrath of Nature level 1 is insane damage on the last bounces. Like, you just need to have a good vision. We're going to see that once again. Thank you, production.
350 health, gets tossed up. And
yeah, Sunstrike hit him. Did not see the XD one more time.
Always want to fly. They weren't supposed to lose this lane, but he gets caught out. And Misery gets the opportunity to turn the tips around. Cute little cheeky back and forth. V-Tune trying to take advantage of his passive here and just harass the Legion Commander whenever he's got that free crit up.
Bottom lane doing well for 5 men, even though it's not the strongest lane against the Batrider. General started with the boots, going for bottle once again. Spectre still has a ton of regen, and she bought a stick. I think Spectre's regen in the laning stage is OP. I'm not sure why she has 4.2 level 1.
Yeah.
And if you have like an extra regen from Mango, extra ring of regen, farming underneath the tower, it goes up to 7.
It really is kind of insane. We're going to have a bit of a pet battle here as Iceberg pulls out the old Forge Spirit to try and help him get these last hits. Though he is obviously still going to be losing this laning phase. 17-9 compared to 8-2. Iceberg not happy and even giving away some extra CS. 33 gold for a Forge Spirit. That's just a regular creep right there. Stun out onto Zibe. See if they have the Purifying Flames. He pops the Fairy Fire to make sure the Purifying Flames won't kill him, and he'll get a little heal as a result. Is it enough, though? They actually did manage to get the Fortune's End, but the Chaos Knight not feeling that chase, apparently.
2 points in stun on CK. They just want to get the kills in this lane. Reality Rift is one of the worst spells to cast, especially if they're trying to abuse the fog.
Oh, yeah. And animation. And they just keep on going to the fog over and over again. It's real annoying. Oh, Misery. He does have some stick charge as well as the Fairy Fire, so I think Always Want to Fly got baited in once again, and he is going to get chased down, zapped by the bolt, and are we going to see some more tips? Do it. Yes.
Misery, he was just saving the Fade Bolt. They almost got the kill without even using it. Roger, I feel like in both of these games so far, Tiny has not impressed me, at least in what Roger has been doing. He had some good saves, but early rotations from Tiny, like last game, I think 7 minutes in, he did not have a single assist or a kill.
It is something that every single time they pull out the Roger Tiny, I feel like I've seen other 4 positions just be overall more successful with it.
This will do nice.
We'll see, though. He doesn't necessarily have the most options, just because I'm not sure how well a gank mid would actually go over. He's going to try, maybe, or just get a high ground ward here. He's actually going to spot the Witch Doctor, who's going to place a ward down as well, so... yeah, D-wards there. Both of them know the ward is up there in the high ground. Both of them will try and D-ward it accordingly.
Both Tiny and Batrider were using the bottle to refill themselves, replenish some HP and mana, while Spectre had 2 waves of free farm. And look at the CS on Nature's Prophet. He has the same amount of denies as Invoker has CS. This is the big bounce.
Wrath of Nature does a little bit of damage here. It started off in the mid lane, so it wasn't the biggest nuke, but with the help of the 2 supports, they're certainly going to be able to bring down Iceberg. The Sunstrike dodge there by Misery. Roger not really having an opening here to go on anybody, really, because of this Treants and the damage. There's represented by Chessie, and they may just be able to get this mid-tier 1 tower nice and early.
They also leave Legion Commander on the top. I would love to see Zibit just having 1 point. Impress the attack for some extra region, dispelling things. How low is the tower? It's dropping very low, but Nature's Prophet need a TP out. They still get the tower.
Middle tower has fallen.
Iceberg trying to go for the deny there, but misses. And a mid tower taken by 6.5 minutes in. It always feels kind of ridiculous when this mid Nature's Prophet is able to pull this off, but we've seen some Nature's Prophet games where they do take that mid tower, and then they take the safe lane tower. Ooh, Sunstrike. Wow, that was a close call. Batrider in some trouble here. Does not have the Firefly, so he's going to be blocked out by the Treants. More tipping coming on.
We expected this game to, be more even. Both of these games that they played were kind of stomps, and it seems like this might be another one. Spectre completely free farming. They already managed to take the tier 1 tower on mid, which allows Nature's Prophet to play aggressively on the side lanes. And look at where the lane is standing for 5 men. Spectre just farming underneath the tower constantly. Oh, this is a great item, especially when you have Rubik. Like, you might give it to your Nature's Prophet. He gets the extra damage, but, if you want to keep it greedy, your position for Rubik needs the mana replenish.
Yeah, the stats on that item are pretty insane. V-Tune, Wrath of Nature, there's the hit. Half his health gone from 1 spell. Always want to fly.
Duel is up.
Tries to heal him up, but instead he's going to be the subject of a duel, which is going to be won pretty easily. Get 2 kills here in the top lane, and now we're going to see that safe lane tower push. Meanwhile, they have to make this work. Ace needs to die. They hold him in place, get the Sunstrike, but he pops the Fairy Fire, turns around, kills Roger.
Kill.
He's going to be able to stay alive and kill somebody. This is terrible. Lacoste, FlyToMoon is losing every single lane. Every single time we cut the screen to go to somebody on FlyToMoon, they're dying or losing their lane.
And Spectre did not die there. That's a pretty big deal. They used everything. They used everything they had and still did not manage to get a kill. Now they're going to have a tier 1 tower on the top lane, so everyone gets the gold. Spectre still has ulti up, so global presence is there. Duel into either Nature's Prophet TP, Wrath of Nature. Should be able to bring down anyone. Oracle, what is his level? Probably level 4 at the moment.
Yeah, on a super high level. Roger, the Sunstrike's going to come in. This time they will get the kill on Zibe, and Iceberg certainly needs that kind of recovery. But it's a pretty heavy rotation, and the damage is already done. They've lost a lot of map control with those early towers down, and Orchid's going to be coming in very quickly for Chessie at this rate. And this is one of those classic general heroes. But he is having a rough time in this laning phase. Can't even deal with the support that's sitting in lane, who sets it up for maybe the Spectre to collect this kill. He's going to jump in, make sure to finish off General, and gets the experience for it, now level 7. Second highest net worth as well. Toss up. Misery stuck inside of this Sunstrike will take the damage, but he's tanky enough thanks to... I mean, look at he's got so many items already. Arcane Boots, full-on Magic Wand complete, a Circlet on top of that. And I think he might have had a raindrop.
Yeah, I believe it was a raindrop. Especially when you play against Tiny, this is the item that you need to buy. CK, huh? What a hero.
Yeah, this is going to be VT. Like, he has to turn the whole game around, feels like, because General has not had the greatest start, and Iceberg, well, he lost his tower super early, but he's also going to need just time to build up. Roger, probably going to watch him die here. They only need like one more hit, and I think that's enough.
So Nature's Prophet for now, keeping that Arcane Ring. Extra damage, not like he needs mana on the hero. And just armor and damage. Still one of the best tier 1 items at the moment. I think they also got the Jelly. Yeah, he's also not the hero that benefits from Jelly, so your offlaner's like, yeah, I'm picking that one up.
Zibe. Trying to run away here. Oh, that Wrath of Nature doing so much damage. Zibe sees a lot of low health heroes, but no allies around. Looks like General will be saved by the Oracle.
Also, this is CK into Witch Doctor, so there's gonna be a ton of bounces into Fade Bolt. Is there ever a game where you say like, yeah, this is such an awesome CK game, man. Wish I had it in my own team?
Yeah, it's like when there's literally no AoE whatsoever. And you have to win your laning phase. I think that's incredibly important for the hero because he's got inherent abilities that are supposed to allow you to win the laning phase. I mean, he's got this passive that it lets you crit and lifesteal off of it. It's like made for destroying offlaners.
What about Phantom Lancer? I feel like he's just a better version of a hero if you need someone that has illusions and the enemy team has nothing. So Orchid, 11 minutes in, they're smoked.
And it's funny because Phantom Lancer, it feels like he gets just as tanky as Chaos Knight when you take the time to, because he's such a good farmer and he gets that early heart or Scotty or something. Spectre has a Hand of Midas, so the hero that is second farthest ahead will probably stay ahead, though Misery will stay dead.
No tips this time.
Yeah, I think FlyToMoon, no, that's not a bragging point right there. And their taunting of 5 men has gotten them in trouble a couple times now. Wrath of Nature to finish him off, or... yeah, there it is. The Orchid does it.
5 men, very good at math. Not even going for the kill. They understand Chessie will get it. That's such a sick timing on Spectre. Look at her, how tanky she is. With the Ironwood 3 magic wand, still has Hand of Midas. Like, you want this hero to hit level 20, extra HP, level 25, Dispersion. Try to get the last hit, but Chessie says no. I'm the one who controls the game so far. And yeah, I see Legion Commander queuing up a Blink Dagger, which means that, you know, he wants to be able to jump into a fight, even though it's not the greatest game, because he's playing into Oracle's Fortune's End, but Oracle is level 5, so it doesn't even matter at the moment. And they have global presence, so they can get the kills and the dual damage easily.
Just gonna watch both teams kind of farming up. Highlight Die and Misery will go on a smoke mission here, mostly to get wards down, but they see an opportunity to catch General here. They can just as easily bring in either the Spectre or the Fury on the Spectre. I'm gonna hold off on that ultimate for now. Saying, boys, okay, now he's gonna go for it. General doesn't have Firefly anymore, so he's just gonna be kind of stuck here in the trees. Lay out the Death Ward, immediately canceled by the Avalanche. General will eventually die here. And FlyToMoon, even though they brought everybody here, they feel comfortable fighting into 5 men. Probably for the best, seeing as 5 men are up 6,000 net worth.
FlyToMoon can't take a fight right now. They're so far behind. You have Hand of Midas on Invoker, you have Boots of Travel on a Batrider, so that's a lot of gold. I'm not going to say wasted, but used for not fighting items.
Still has the armlet. He's going to have to do some serious armlet toggling to survive through this one. I just don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. Surrounded by 5 heroes. What is the Chaos Knight doing that far up with no tier 1 tower for anybody to TP to, with TPs having expended as well?
It's because the hero is so strong, so you don't feel pressured when you're, you know, pushing enemy tier 1 tower with no backup. Usually he's the one who can 1 versus 5, 15 minutes in. I'm just kidding. I really dislike the hero. Also, Roger, he needs a Blink Dagger. I mean, they still have a Sunstrike, so the combo is pretty good, especially with the Batrider TPing in to give some extra damage, but he needs a Blink Dagger.
FlyToMoon may have been caught in a false sense of security, having won that Chaos 9 game against Ninjas in Pajamas. A very big kill indeed. Though it is a killing streak being given over to Always Want to Fly. A really nice paralyzing cast with the Wrath of Nature. General is going to be saved here, but he's already taken so much. He's going to try and TP back, but they're going to duel him to stop that TP. And as soon as the False Promise is dead, he'll pop and you win the duel. A second win now for Zibe, and our analyst said that he wasn't supposed to be winning any duels. It goes to show how far ahead 5 Men is right now and how they are just winning fights that you probably would not have expected them to win.
It was a full duration level 4 Maledict ulti, so that's a guaranteed duel, and he's also going back for Hand of Midas. It feels like their understanding of the game is they can't take this late. Like, they don't have the heroes. We're not afraid, so we're still so far ahead, but we can also take it to the late game. We have Spectre, we have this Legion Commander. Our heroes are going to scale. And on the other side, you have CK. Okay.
Never feels good to see 2 cores farming on the same side of the map. I'm looking at some of their heroes that they had last time. So they had Chaos Knight Grimstroke. Okay, that's a big
That's
difference,
much better.
right?
Yeah, that sounds...
Yeah. That's actually a really aggressive duo that constantly is able to get forced in fights. And nice initiation here. Exactly who you want to catch, the Oracle. And 3rd duel win for Zibe. And they steal the Chaos Bolt as well. And then the other hero they replaced, they had the Batrider here compared to the Venomancer last time. Which, you know, I don't think is necessarily better one way or another. It's just General's lane did not go as well as it really should have. I mean, he's up against a Spectre. Like, they cannot be a lane that you lose, I think.
True. And I don't like the itemization of FlyToMoon in this game. 2 Boots of Travel, a Hand of Midas. Like, you're losing the late game. You still want to take a fight. Yeah. Right now, like, Misery is extremely far. Misery is involved in 11 out of 15 kills.
Turns around, gets off a 3-second Chaos Bolt, and a toss over leads into a duel catch. Zibe is going to be able to win another duel. Roger trying to get out, but he's cut down by the dagger from Ace.
CK.
And now V-Tune's right in the middle of this river, and he's lost his Phantasms, and now he's going to lose his hero as well. Not even able to chase down Misery, it's looking like. Zibe, look at the body blocks. They're trying to save their support. They're trying to save their captain.
Armlet toggling.
They don't manage to do it. He has to armlet toggle so well here. The dagger's going to slow him down. The Nature's Prophet is going to cut him off and eventually will die. That is wipe. 2 supports for 5 on the side of FlyToMoon.
I mean, they have 2 Boots of Travel, a Hand of Midas, and you still want to take a fight into a team that was almost 10k gold ahead. Maybe they just don't have a read on the game, how far behind they are.
Yeah, maybe.
And like, by itemizing, going for this, I'm going to call them useless items, but you know, your late game is 20% of what 5 Men have. You still don't want to take a fight right now. This game is just going to snowball for 5 Men. Another duel.
Planting the GG branch right on top of the Batrider's corpse. And they're just going to smoke up and immediately run at FlyToMoon again and again and again. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Double damage for this.
What is that song? Don't stop, get it, get it. It's an old school song.
Yeah, it is, it is.
Rings a bell.
I'm glad you picked it up on it. Roger. The smoke breaks on him. They get the duel on him. Win the duel? They do. Man, he's gotten so much damage now. What are we at? What are we at? I think
Probably
it's
50.
Yeah, 60. The boy.
This is why I don't like Boots of Travel, Hand of Midas. You don't have any way of dispelling. If you get something like a Yule Scepter, you can save people during duel, and you have a way of dispelling things.
Yeah, you know Ace feels really comfortable in this game. Can we click back to him? He went Hand of Midas, Yasha, and he's going back for the Radiance.
Yeah, that just shows dominance.
Yeah.
For this kind of a build, you know.
Look at Zibe, he's going to Hand of Midas too. What is this?
both Hand of Midas is not being used.
I almost feel like this Hand of Midas is just for show. Like he's just gonna, you know, show it off to FlyToMoon and say, hey, you know we're owning you now with this Hand of Midas, and it's only gonna get worse.
Now look at this golden chains around my neck.
I got that bling, son.
I just don't see the way FlyToMoon comes back to the game. I know we're supposed to hype it up as much as we can, but this one, you know, just feels...
He's gonna be chased down, gets off the ultimate, bouncing around the illusions, they don't know which one's real there, will quickly realize as soon as Ace actually claims V-Tune's life, and GG called. Wow. Okay, that was a great game of Dota, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I try to hype it up, you know, and they called GG 20 seconds after. GG with a smiley, Chessie says.
GG smile. Well,